Once upon a time lived a young man named Ethan. Once he had a loving family and a promising future, but life's twists and turns had brought him to the depth. Homeless and hopeless, Ethan found himself lost in the shadows of the city he once called home. He wandered the cold, unforgiving streets, carrying only a tattered backpack and a heart heavy with sorrow. Each day was a struggle for survival, and as the world passed him by, he felt invisible, forgotten by society. One stormy night, seeking shelter from the rain, Ethan found himself outside an old run-down theatre. The fading lights and peeling posters spoke of a forgotten era. The words, "The Palace of Dreams," were barely visible on the marquee. But something about those words stirred a flicker of hope within him. Summoning the last of his strength, Ethan pushed open the theatre's heavy doors and stepped inside. The interior was filled with memories of laughter and applause, a place where dreams once soared high. He wandered through the abandoned hallways until he reached the backstage area. There, he discovered an old dressing room adorned with photographs and worn costumes. One picture in particular caught his eye, a faded image of a young performer with a radiant smile. The name beneath the photo read, "Celia Stevens, the star of the Palace of Dreams." As Ethan stared at the photograph, he felt a surge of inspiration. He imagined the theatre's golden days, filled with the magic of performances and the joy of the audience. In that moment, he vowed to restore the forgotten theatre and revive its legacy. Driven by a newfound purpose, Ethan decided to use his artistic talents to raise money for the theatre's restoration. He took to the streets, using a piece of chalk he found in his backpack to create mesmerizing chalk art on the sidewalks. Passers-by marveled at his skill, and soon a small crowd gathered around him. With every stroke of his chalk, he weaved stories of hope, resilience, and triumph. Each creation drew people closer to his cause, and word of the mysterious artist who painted the sidewalk spread like wildfire through the city. The once-forgotten theatre began to catch the attention of the community, and donations poured in to support Ethan's dream. With newfound hope, the theatre's owner, Mr. Franklin, embraced Ethan's vision and decided to reopen the Palace of Dreams. As the day of the grand reopening approached, Ethan's chalk art became a symbol of hope and inspiration. He was no longer just a homeless wanderer. He had become a beacon of resilience and creativity, known as the chalk art hero among the city's residents. On the night of the grand reopening, the theatre was filled to the brim with excited faces. As the curtains rose, revealing the beautifully restored stage, the audience erupted in thunderous applause. Mr. Franklin took the stage and announced a surprise performance by the one who had breathed life back into the theatre, the chalk art hero. Ethan stepped into the spotlight, his heart pounding with both nerves and excitement. He held a piece of chalk in his hand, and as he began to create his masterpiece on the stage floor, the audience fell silent in awe. With each stroke, he depicted his own journey, from a broken spirit to a beacon of hope. The artwork danced with emotion, capturing the essence of his transformation. The crowd was moved to tears as they witnessed the triumph of the human spirit through the power of art and determination. As Ethan finished his masterpiece, he stepped back, gazing at the audience with a mix of humility and pride. The theatre erupted in a standing ovation, and in that moment, he knew he had found his true purpose, to inspire others through his art and storytelling. From that day forward, the Palace of Dreams thrived once more, hosting performances that touched the hearts of all who entered its doors. And at the heart of it all, the chalk art hero continued to create breathtaking art, reminding everyone that no matter how dire the circumstances, the power of a dream and the strength of the human spirit could turn even the darkest journey into a triumphant tale of hope. So after this story, are you going to change your thought of giving up?